Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Dumont, and welcome to a Bakugan toy review. For today, I found, it just came out, it is the Bakugan Trap called Baliton. And these are the cards that it came with. You can see Wind Portal right here, and you can see this is actually the Baliton character card. This is actually the ability card format, so it's not the metal card. It's just a thin one. But it was nice to see that they actually put in a related card in there. Okay, so this is Baliton in his closed form, and as you can see, he is a spiked ball, and because of that, he has spikes all around him, and he is able to stand. So I don't have to worry about the magnet hitting the metal and him popping open. So that's kind of cool. I did try to roll him on carpet, and he didn't do it too well, but it was definitely possible. So that's also kind of an additional neat feature. Now let's go ahead and open him up. So the magnet is right there, and there we go. Let's give you a side view. That's what he looks like. On his legs right here and on right there on the top, he has tiny symbols that are actually much smaller than his main symbol right there, that show Chaos on this side and Darkest on the other side. So that's what he's able to do. The head transformation here, you guys are pretty familiar with. This is kind of like your typical Dragonoid. And the legs kind of remind me of Zoac's legs, the way they fold in and close. The new features are basically these spikes that go in and straight out. So closing him is definitely a little bit tricky. He's one where, at least for me, I need both hands to close him. Now, let's take a closer look. Right there on the legs, you can see his clawed feet right there. So that's a little bit of detail. And the only other detail really, aside from just the ones on his horns and stuff like that, is really on his face and head area. The face reminds me of a turtle. For some reason, he looks like a turtle. It reminds me of kind of like one of those alligator snapping turtles for some reason. And because he has a horn right on his head right here, he has a little bit of that unicorn effect. I'm sure that you guys are curious about his size, so here is Ventus Apollinaire, and this is Baliton. I think Baliton is slightly smaller, but you could and I'm talking about the marble, okay, not including the spikes. But if you just look at the marble by itself, I think it's slightly smaller, but it's almost unnoticeable. So they're very, very close in size. And there they are, opened up. You can see pretty much very, very similar in size. So here are my 3 traps. I have to say Baliton is very cool and he makes a nice addition, but I still have to say that Pythantus is still the wildest of the bunch, and I still think Zoac is the best overall.